Kings with the ball. To Hield. Brook Lopez pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Barnes driving, but his shot won't fall. To Adetokunbo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Stuffs it down with authority. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Bucks in control so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Fox into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Trae Young to the rim. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. Sacramento ball. Short jumper off the mark. To Gortat. Yes, Marcin Gortat. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Trae Young looking for his man. The pass set it all up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Harry Giles sends it away. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
It's the Kings now with the ball. To Randolph. Picked up by the Bucks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
and scores.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
And that one out of bounds off a buck. It remains Sacramento basketball. Bucks have it. Bledsoe lobs it up. Middleton. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Hits the free throw. The Kings will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Visit our team website for the latest news, videos, interviews, and features. You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend a post-game press conference. Visit the website for your chance to win.
Doesn't have the touch, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The pass taken away by the Kings. Picked up by the Bucks. Harrison Barnes able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Barnes. Can't connect from in close. Trae Young sets him up. The pass stolen by Sacramento. Bucks have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Trae Young trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Buddy Hield. They work it to Randolph down low. Short jumper misses. To Middleton. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 2.
Middleton. For three. Textbook defense. Gets it in the right corner. Buddy Hield. And breaks it up. Gortat rocking the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Giannis Antetokounmpo knocks it down from mid-range. Kings have the basketball. Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. Kings retain the possession. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And look out.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Fox with it. His guys down big. Pass to the rim. Into the front court. It's Fox. Looking to make something happen. Picked up by the Bucks. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Curling inside. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Throws it up. The pass taken away by the Kings.
That's me. I got ball.
Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Gortat. Barnes. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Sacramento ball. To Bagley.
I got ball.
Marcin Gortat with a piece. And that one out of bounds off a buck. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bagley. Count it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Giannis with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. And a throwdown.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Knocked loose. Bagley to Alec Burks. Down low, Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein powers it through. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Harrison Barnes. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Kings with the ball. Alec Burks to Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Middleton from long range. And Chris Middleton, good on the quick release that time.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
I'll take that.
Knocked loose. Middleton, there's the toss.
I'm on D.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. The Bucks at the controls. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Brook Lopez, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And finishes strong. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 31, Marcin Gortat. Subbing in for Sacramento, number 41.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Tosses. The pass stolen by Sacramento. To Alec Burks. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Add 2 points to the board.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Barnes. Chris Middleton rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
4-3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
And if a player can make a shot at a high percentage, especially when the defense is caught backpedaling, that's a shot you should shoot every time.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Sacramento ball.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
To Bagley. Picked up by the Bucks. Slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Bucks entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. And
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
I got him. Here we go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And scores. Strong take.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's the Kings now with the ball.
Here we go. I got ball.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Probing the defense. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Middleton. Trying to cash in. Middleton off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
De'Aaron Fox to the basket for 2.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Willie Cauley-Stein with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
When you open, shoot it.
De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Antetokounmpo. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Harrison Barnes. Oh, emphatic slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Able to convert inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Marcin Gortat snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Barnes gets it in the right corner. To Barnes. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Middleton. To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.